Hello everybody. This will be a live trading day for February 9th on a Monday, and I will be watching um well, markets now are kind of dumping right a little bit, but I want to see us get above these key levels on AMD, potentially play this name to the upside, right? But as usual, I'm gonna wait to see what QQ and SPY does, right? We're opening in our previous day range, right? So I have my alarm went off. Right? Market open. So I have the six tech names on this one monitor, and then the other monitor, I have QQ and SPY. So yeah, that is let's trade, boys. I have big pop on Nvidia, very big pop on Nvidia. AMD is honestly kind of weak, but QQ and SPY dropping a little bit. Right, market just open. I'm just talking now, but I'm gonna wait for the first 5 minutes. But if Nvidia can just close above this previous high and hold, then this name actually looks really good to the upside, right? I mean, yeah, I know you guys are not gonna hear me talking as much because, I mean, there's nothing really much to talk about, you know. Like I'm focused on just staring at the charts. That's what I'm good at. But yeah. So we can see Nvidia kind of showing more strength for now, right? We want to see it above this previous day pre-market high, right? Um, Nvidia and these other names are kind of weaker, but we want to see QQ and SPY this reaction at this pre-market low. QQ and SPY currently at pre-market low. Just so I don't have to change my monitor, I can just swap and show you guys. Why is this one? Right, pre-market low, kind of sweeping that liquidity down there, see if we close below it or not. And then SPY has a little bit more room down to that pre-market low. So if we do break below pre-market low on QQQ, then we do have some room down on SPY, right? But yeah, so Nvidia clearly has relative strength for now, right? QQ and SPY are dropping, and this name showing strong price action, very strong price action at this candle right here. Sellers brought this price all the way back here, and buyers still closed it above pre-market high. So pretty insane $1 move, right? Some people that trade like in the first 5 minutes, right? Opening drive plays, you can take less later setup right there, just based off price action, right? Your stop loss will simply be below the pre-market high, right? I like trading the first 5 minutes, like after the first 5 minutes, right? Just because I get a little bit more clarity of the market wants to do, right? But I know a couple of people on Twitter that like trade opening drives. I have no clue if they're profitable, but like with all my experience in the markets, I feel like they can be profitable, but you have to be able to identify like you have to be very good identifying which name is strong or weak. You know, like I was able to identify very quickly that Nvidia is strong, while the rest of the market is kind of weaker, right in the first 2 minutes. So yeah. So now I want to kind of see. So it's still within the first 3 minutes of market open, so I'm not still really interested in taking anything. I don't want Nvidia to go up too high without me, you know. But just in case, let me just mark out Nvidia's TPs, right? Because I'm probably ending up going to be taking this name just with the strength it's showing. So first TP is going to be at 187 level. Oh, that's a previously high level. That's why. Okay, the TPs on this are kind of weird. I cannot lie. Might also showing strength. We're above pre-market high, and then if we can get above our previous high, then that looks really good, right? Because we had that earnings last week, so and they're really good. So the meta kind of came down with the market, but this name does look good, right? If you look at the overall context, but we want to see the market kind of reclaiming kilos, which it is doing, right? So I'm looking at Spire now. Why is it different? So SPY is now reclaiming Hive Day, which is kind of crazy. SPY reclaiming Hive Day, QQ at Hive Day, so I want to see us kind of reclaim Hive Day here. So first 5 minutes, right, are about to happen. So I can clearly put Nvidia on my watch, right? What I want to see with this name, I simply just want to see a show strong price action, maybe a pullback to fair value gap or this aura block, right? It just depends how the which market structure kind of forms first. But yeah, see like that's some of the downside of being patient, that you kind of see such a big move already kind of happen, but in the long run, it's actually better that you kind of take the safer plays, wait the first 5 minutes, and have a managed risk, right? We want to see Nvidia kind of show buyers at its previously high level, right? As we kind of want to see for us to play his name, but first 5 minutes should close in like 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't know why I checked on the timer. Apple is dumping. Wow. Amazon's also dumping too, which is very unfortunate, right? So we can have two entries on this name, right? If I get a deeper pullback into its first five value gap and a strong price action cannot close above its previous high level, I can look to take a name. I can look to take an entry on that, right? But I need to see us kind of like pull back first and then show that strong buyer. So you want to wait, right? Be patient. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Right? Or if we get a strong price action right here, I could technically enter, right? Oh, hold up, I'm not trying to buy the, yeah. See, like I could have technically entered right there, right, at that strong price action, but I missed it because I realized that I'm supposed to buy the Wednesday contract instead of the Monday contracts. So that was a very unfortunate mistake, right? But strong price action at that previous high level, right? Not pull back deeper as we wanted, but still got that strong pricing at the previous high level, right? So could have taken calls, right? Stop loss below previous high, and then TP is gonna be this 189, and of course it just flies. Like, oh my god, bro! Like I literally missed the entry just because I realized I was choosing the fucking Monday contract instead of the Wednesday contracts because I saw the habit. So now Nvidia's pretty okay. Now I'm honestly watch A and B. Right, I already missed this good entry on in Nvidia. Right, so I'm gonna watch A and B now. I'm gonna be on watch, and that's very sad. I missed that trade. You guys literally heard exactly what I was thinking, and like it's crazy, bro. That's just how trading is. That's what happens when you're a human, right? AMD has no um uh it's called Monday and Wednesday contracts, so that kind of makes it easier for me. But let me look at that. We looked at 220 calls on AMD. So simply what I want to see, right, is this name kind of show instant pullback into previous high level and show strong price action. Dude, this is such a big candle. What the fuck? Okay, this clearly shows that we're showing relative strength. All right, I could enter aggressively technically by the previous high level, but I kind of want to see us like show a little bit of a pullback and show some price action. Right, QQ Inspired clearly popping out of high there now. Right, missed that first entry on NVIDIA. I'm just gonna delete that, ignore that now. I'll be focused on AMD. So AMD would love a pullback, right? I could technically be aggressive above these periods at high level, but I want to see a pullback. Um, AMD is bullish in the higher time frame, or like in like the like technically on the higher time frame because we kind of reclaim that 200 key level, right? So NVIDIA is also kind of getting us to pull back too. Okay, like QQ inspired breaking Hive Day, so I want to see that close above Hive Day, and then I'm gonna take a name on. I'm gonna take an entry on either AMD or Nvidia. It just depends which one will look better. That's a pretty nasty pick from AMD, right? But if we can reclaim, then it'll even look even better. Right, that candle was actually not that bad of a closure. Right, you could technically enter. Oh, hold up. Let's see. I would love just a nice pullback now into our previous high level or pre-market high level, and then show some strong price action. That'd be a good entry, right? A good confirmation. But I think I'm gonna have to be aggressive on this name, considering that we're not above our previous high level and our pre-market high now. So I'm now I'm now gonna see. I might enter on this just above our pre-market high on strong price action. But I want to see. I want to see if QQ Inspire gonna do it above this high day level. Nvidia missed the entry, right? Just unfortunate. I clearly found this name had relative strength and was not aggressive enough. Simple as that. Okay, if we can get strong pricing right here, I can enter right here. But I want to see strong price action. That's always the most important thing, right? Strong price action, making this candle close at least above this previous like 210.50 area, right? And then okay, I'm looking at AMD calls right now. Looking at AMD calls. Okay, I'm in AMD calls. And AMD calls, right? Did not wait for the candle closure because I want to be more aggressive because we're above that. where those key levels. But now I just want to see us kind of hold this pre-market high level and just make a new hive day, and then I can see how the trade plays out, right? QQ Inspire above hive day, so that's a little bit more aggressive. But AMD, I should have marked my TPs out. Okay, see, these TPs are so far away. What the hell? Okay, well, that's TP1. I'm gonna mark this just 213 key psych level, right? I want this aura block to hold right here for that continuation move. QQ Inspire actually reclaim aggressively, right? NVIDIA also kind of pushing up, so that looks good. I just want to see NVIDIA kind of break up as 211 with strong price action. That'll be my first trim. My stop loss now will be technically just be below this order block, but I want to see us kind of move a little bit higher before I move that stop loss up, right? I do just want to see us move straight up now on AMD just because QQ Inspire very aggressive above hive day and QQ, right? So let's see if buyers hold this level, right? We want to see this order block hold, very important. QQ Inspire at hive day. So if we kind of come back down here, we're going to be choppy. Boom, 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 boom. NVIDIA showing strong price action, right? Missed the entry on that name, unfortunately. Want to see AMD hold its pre-market high now, right? So stop loss now below pre-market high. That was a nice candle. Can I see buyers to that by that pre-market high level? So now stop loss simply closure below pre-market high. Right? I do want to see it's kind of pushed up now above because you can Inspire at high of day. But if you do close below pre-market high level, then this seems clearly kind of more choppy. But this trade does look decent, right? Maybe not right now, but the context-wise, it looks really good. All right, there we go. That's a nice pop. I want to see it's not close above this aura block now, right? And the about 200 level on the strong client closure about 200 key level, and I can start looking to trim. Come on, come on, come on. Dun, 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 dun. So NVIDIA is of course ripping, right? Hit that. Oh my god, NVIDIA's at 290 now, bro. I mean 190. That was gonna be like the TP I was gonna kind of go for if I was in the trade. 190 key psych level. So of course the name I don't trade, right, is already hitting TP and is flying straight up. I might get stopped out at AMD here, right? I can kind of see QQ spot kind of rejecting that previous day close. I want to see buyers defend this pre-market high though, right? You always want to give it some name, but some room I meant. But this is kind of like choppy price action, so I might have to hold this for like way longer than I want to. But if QQ and SPY can kind of reclaim that previous day close aggressively, then we'll kind of just push up right here. I'll kind of show you guys what I'm talking about, right? If you can reclaim this previous day close right here, then it'll look good. But yeah, no, it's very, very interesting talking to myself and just thinking what I'm saying out loud. The biggest thing about trading is understanding when you're wrong, right? So QQ, okay, and I mean AMD was coming back below pre-market high. If we close below this, I'm just gonna stop out my trade. I understand what my risk is, what my reward is. I understand when I'm wrong. It's that simple, right? AMD is of course doing way worse than Nvidia. Nvidia just ripping while this name is choppy. So I'm very like disappointed with AMD, but nothing you can do about that. So I'm looking to stop out AMD here, right? We want to see how this candle closes, right? Unless it closes very aggressively, I want to see how this candle closes now. This is where we see buyers kind of defend this pre-market high level. If you can close a little bit more bullish above pre-market high, then that's technically a second entry, right? If you're patient, you can get second entry out there if you show bullish price action right here. This is where you kind of want to see price or buyer step up on AMD. So I'm still in this trade, right? Candle hasn't closed fully below pre-market high. Was down 15% at those lows, so not a bad risk to be honest. Right, clearly buyers at this area. This is where we want to see defend. Nvidia is also making new hive day, so you know, very funny. The name that I miss, right, is just lying, but the name I choose is kind of lagging. Dude, AMD still looks good, right? Like I know I'm dogging on the name, but like it still looks good. Like the problem is the momentum that I wanted to have did not come instantly, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer for it. So QQ and SPY are at their near high of day, right? Well, AMD's like kind of like following the markets of like a little bit weaker. So that's not what you want to see. This name is actually not what you want to see when you trade, right? There's no relative strength to this name yet. Nvidia clearly has relative strength, right? That's such a nice price action candle for an entry, right? Technically, you can enter right here on AMD as an you have a very good risk to reward right here under that pre-market low, a pre-market high, I meant. Now I want to see AMD push now. Like this is retarded. Like I don't know if I'm actually it's not on YouTube, so this is like stupid. Like how Nvidia just pushing, and then the AMD just chopping around. So unfortunate. But this happens. Oh, Tesla is like also showing. It's harder to manage multiple names at once, right? I only like trading one name at a time, right? Even though that like really limits like your profit making ability as a trader, right? Because sometimes you'll see other opportunities, but like being in a trade and managing multiple trades is so hard for me, especially because I trade on my phone. So okay, if this name can just close strong price action above 211, I can finally like just breathe, you know. I can finally breathe and just look at other names now. So Nvidia, like bro, I would have entered. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it, bro. I'm just yapping. But yeah, finally AMD is doing something right. Literally, like called out this entire trade, this entire game plan. Now I'm gonna look to scale. Ooh, nice. Wait, down 50% to up. Okay, 9%, 10%, 12%. Nice, 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 nice. A little bit less profits as I like. Kind of, I want a little bit more. I want to see like, I want to see. Wait, the contracts are barely moving. Wait, am I lagging? Wait, wait. No, that's not normal. Okay, this is good price action AMD. This is where you want to see the momentum push, push, push. Like literally, what I'm saying, push, push, push. 214 is next key level, right? This is the first TP, then 214 is the next one after this one. So I just want to see this push now because we consolidate for so long while like QQ was doing nothing. So okay, nice. There we go. Contracts are finally moving, bro. Actually, might be the go of trading. Like I'm not even joking. Like holy shit, I'm the goat. Yeah, no, I'm not the go, guys. I'm just the markets are just giving me the money. I understand I understand when I'm right and when I'm wrong, and clearly I was right just because we had buyers defend this area, right? Oh my god, holy red candle on AMD. That is crazy. Dude, if buyers can reclaim that after such a big drop, right? And QQ, oh my god, QQ and SPY also are having insane candle, bro. What are these, bro? What is this price action today? What the fuck is this? Holy shit! These contracts should start juicing up now from that fucking um move. What the hell? Okay, if you can close bullish, right? That's what matters. But like that was a very weird price action on QQQ and SPY, especially. Okay, I just want to see this 211.50 hole now. I don't want to see it come down below this key level, right? Because we made such a big move up that I don't want to see price coming back down. I just want to see us make new higher highs and higher lows aggressively with the momentum. QQ and SPY's candle closure is gonna be important here, right? Well, I want to see us get above a pre-market high, so that's gonna be a very key level. So I'm gonna look to take actually AMD off, like some off at that pre-market high pop on QQQ. So I know it's gonna be a big level. So it's happening right now. So I'm gonna see if we can pop right here. So up 15%. So let me screenshot that. Nice. So, so this is an area where we actually can just lose on the trade because AMD does not have relative strength and QQ is at a key level. So QQ inspired at a key level, or QQ is at a key level, and AMD doesn't have relative strength, right? Because we're just following the markets. Whereas Nvidia has relative strength. So that's the only downside of the name I'm playing right now. So yeah, bro. Like, what is this? Like, look at Nvidia price action, bro. This is the one. Like, I missed my entry because I'm choosing the wrong contracts, right? If I did choose the wrong contracts, it was 0 days, so I would have been up so much more, right? So very funny. So this is where overthinking actually makes you lose money. So technically, I lost out on like what is this move? Like a 0 day cons plus like a $4 move on Nvidia, $3 move, like probably like 80% already. I lost out. So that's like what six no $4,000. Guys want to see strong price action here, right? Just making about a new high day because we're kind of defending this level. But yeah, no. Watching the video is breaking my heart right now. Tesla, decent price action, right? Decent price action in Tesla too. I'm not gonna look at our names now. I'm managing this trade, but very, very a lot of opportunities in the market, guys. A lot of opportunity. I see so many setups. Oh my god, bro! This Nvidia is pissing me off. I can't lie. Very, 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 very not cool, guys. Wait, I just realized I haven't alerted anything in the server. I just realized that. Oh my god. Okay, that is very awkward. I forgot. Yeah, no, I just it's hard to like commentate, trade, and like alert. Like bro, you that's too much work. Yeah, no, Nvidia's absolutely ripping, bro. I need to see AMD show some of that like momentum with Nvidia. Like they're both in the semiconductor space, whilst AMD's lagging so far behind, right? Honestly, I'm putting my stop loss break even. I'm putting a limit order on AMD for stop loss break even, bro. Because this price action it's showing me so dog shit. Like like if the contracts come back down 10% below more than like I don't even want to be in the trade anymore. I'd rather just take the loss. QQ Inspire having that reaction at pre-market high, as I said, right? That's the area you want to see. And we had a strong reaction, strong selling reaction actually. So technically, if AMD can kind of make new highs right here while QQ is dropping, then the name can have a sure relative strength to look a little bit better. But like you really can't tell. We have to see what the price does on AMD, right? Like, thank God, bro. But like, look at this. Only oh, by the way, missed entire move just because I chose the wrong contracts, which would have actually made me more money. So that's just what I deal on a daily basis. So that's a really nice candle closure right here, by the way. Very nice candle closure on AMD. Once you break above this oral block now, push up to that 213.50 level, right? So so QQ and SPY are low of day right now, by the way. So QQ and my bad, QQ and SPY are rejecting, not low of day. QQ and SPY are actually kind of showing that bearish price action like after QQ rejected pre-market high. So I want to see AMD making a new high of day. And then that can mean this name's showing some strength, right? And it better show some strength, right? Because fucking Nvidia has ripped for $5 already. So oh my god, wait. So I'm up 25%. So that's nice. So up $2,000. Screenshot that. Wait, bro. Okay. Wait, am I even recording? Well, let me double check. 22-minute long. Okay, I'm recording. And my mic is plugged. Wait, am my mic plugged in? Oh, it is. Okay. My other guys, I've actually done three of these. So two of these guys you'll actually see on the Discord, and third one, my mic was mute the whole time. So yeah. Okay. AMD up 30%. So I'm taking trims off here. Taking trims off here. Fucking beautiful trade. Literally called out. Hey, pretty much. Okay. Taking half off. Taking half off. Nice, nice. So taking half off AMD here, right at 30%. So let me screenshot that actually before it takes off my order. Nice. Okay, now this trade's pretty much risk free now. Risk free. This price action is kind of weird. This is bearish price action we're showing on AMD right now. That's candle closure. So I want to see buyer step up here aggressively, or else we're gonna come back down, right? Because look at this. This is a bearish price action candle right here. This one right here is bearish. I'll make a video maybe in the future talking about price action, all those concepts, right? Everything works together, right? But you have to be able to understand everything to be profitable, right? It's all these little things together. Big drop on AMD. What the hell? That is ridiculous. Well, unfortunately, those trailers are gonna get cooked, I guess. Right? I want to see price hold above this area, or else I'm just gonna stop out my trailers below this level. To be honest, I don't really want to hold this trade too long with this bearish price action we're seeing. Right, this is a very sharp drop too. $1 drop. No, 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 no. Clearly keep buying and selling at that area. This is where you want to see your zone defend, right? Clearly showed buyers pick up here multiple times. So now if we break below, I'm going to be exiting out my trailers. Yeah, QQ Inspire also now kind of being bearish. We're breaking below our key levels. So I just want to see if his name can kind of hold this level for relative strength. If not, then we're just gonna be choppy. Of course, we can come back a little bit deeper into these areas and then kind of bounce off from. But then I don't want to like hold my trailers that deep and like risk potential um like like less potential profit. Like assuming if we bounce off those levels, where I can just know for sure if we're gonna be less choppy if we break below this level, you know. So I know I'm saying a lot of things. These trade crafts are hard for beginners because trading is not beginner like friendly. Like it's hard. Trading is hard. You have to know what you're doing, right? I don't see a hive day here because it's a strong price action. If we can break hive day right here, those AMD will look really really good for that 214. But yeah, no, if you're rejecting or chopped, then that's unfortunate. But yeah, no. So as I was saying, like this is these recaps. Like if you're a beginner and you should not be understanding everything I say. You should like be able to say little things and piecing it all together, right? Maybe put my videos in ChatGPT and kind of understand what I'm talking about, how I'm trading and stuff like that. Like these like I'm literally I'm a yapper, guys. I talk a lot, so you will get a lot of value from these videos. I'll talk a lot and like so I'll talk about everything I see, everything that like actually you need. So I want to see us kind of break above this high V level now. Um, I'll actually mark this aura block because it overlaps with these other three red candles. So I just want to see it close above this aura block now. And if we do, then we will look really, really good for that 214 on AMD, right? AMD looks good. Nvidia is kind of finally selling off, and AMD's kind of showing more strength now. But like, I hope so because we had like no red candle moved, you know. So finally, we're doing something on AMD, you know. So yeah. So contracts are back at 30%. So that's good news for me. So I'm gonna actually take off more contracts in this at this TP this pop right here. I'm gonna take off more of these more of my position. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, no, I'm sorry for anyone in the Discord that wanted to see the alerts or anything. I'm just focused on this trade and the talking. I cannot lie. I just 100% forgot about the um alerts and typing. I won't even lie. The contracts are moving actually pretty weird. I won't even lie. Like the 213 getting close above it, and I expected the contracts to be a little bit more, like 40% from that pop right there. But but yeah, so nice. I'm not taking trims. What the fuck? Okay, okay, taking trims off here. Nice. Took off some there too, 35%. Wasn't supposed to be. So QQQ Inspire showing a red candle. I want to show AMD making new high highs and high lows here. Just show that bullish price action. And I don't even know how if people are gonna even watch this video this far, but the reason why you want to trade tech names, guys, is because if QQ Inspire dropping and you're trading a name with relative strength, then while QQ Inspire dropping, the name can make higher highs and higher lows still, and you can still be in that trade for a longer period of time and make more money. Whereas if in QQQ Inspire, right, you can't do that. Oh, I didn't move the TP. I don't even remember where it was. I think it was right there. I don't want to remark the levels. Right, so now I just want to see us hit this level. I think it was over here. So nice, nice TP hit. So this is where I want to see us kind of strong close above, right? Nice, nice. Let's go, baby. Let me screenshot that. All right. 35% of the contract. So a little bit, I actually expected more percentage. I'm not gonna lie, maybe 40, 45, 50%. But I won't complain. I won't complain, you know. This is probably the easiest money you can make in the world. I won't even lie. And I'm literally dropping you guys the godliest fucking content known to mankind. Like I'm not even joking, by the way. Like you guys don't understand. People don't like can't fathom how many trading videos I've watched and how much effort I put into my trading. No one knows. No one even knows. None of my friends, none of my family even knows how much effort I put in. They don't understand. They literally don't fucking understand. Like no one understands. And they don't have to understand. That's fine. Like I want to like no one needs to know about it, right? I'm telling y'all, just kind of yapping, but like insane, right? I want to see his 214 pop now. AMD's clearly showing bullish market structure here. I just want to see that momentum push now, right? This looks really, really good for that continue upside move. Now I'll actually have more TPs. I'll mark more TPs on AMD for these trailers. Next TP is going to be it's 215.34. And I'll make a video one day talking about how I get my levels and how I mark these TPs out, right? Key areas of liquidity and strong buying and selling, right? The problem about me making videos, guys, is like I don't know how to edit videos. I don't know how to. I'm a noob at making thumbnails. I'm a noob at like editing stuff, right? So like all the videos you've seen me make on my channel are one takes. I'll one take them all, right? So for this now, for my trailers, I want to see us hold this 213, right? I'll stop loss below this 213 plus oral block. Actually, this oral block. I want to see this, what we do at this oral block over here, plus 213. But I just want to see price kind of push up aggressively now because this name has clear relative strength. AMD has clear relative strength now for sure because QQ Inspire chopping around in our range while we are above our range on AMD. Nice pop. Fucking beautiful. Right, up 40%. I'm taking off. Oh my god, let's go. That's a nice pop. Taking off 5 contracts. Oh, I missed a screenshot. Wasn't supposed to be. Da na 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 na. Accordingly. So this actually that's actually a very like very kind of bearish 214 candle. I want to see it's kind of close above it, but I got that nice pop into that 214 level, so the the feel I got was really good. So I'm happy. This trade's pretty much I'm pretty much I'm holding trailers now. I'm holding 10 contracts left, and oh my god, AMD's ripping. Holy shit. Okay, that's nice. And AMD and Nvidia finally, it really warms my heart seeing Nvidia not doing shit because I missed the entry on it, and now AMD's ripping for me. Guys, God works in mysterious ways. All right, nice. This 215 is going to be the trim I'm gonna have now, not the 215 53 33, just because this pop is very big and I kind of want to see, I kind of like will expect a reaction after such a big move, right? So you have to be able to adapt like that. So yeah, no, this 50% on the AMD cons, I'm gonna take actually a little bit more off. So contracts are at $4, so fucking insane. Literally fucking insane. Wow. Who do it like me, guys? Who do it like me? Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted had a 215 TP trim because I was expecting like a bigger pullback on AMD because we kind of just ripped up $4. Unfortunate, right? I did not get filled on on those trailers right there. I want to get filled, but I put a limit order for $4 and I think hit 395 on the bid, so I was 5 cents off hitting fill. So the contracts went from 50% to 33%. So, you know, pretty much lost like 30 Chipotle bowls right there, just missing the trim. But okay. So now I just want to see price hold this order block, right? Plus that key level. If you come back below, right, this name is still looking on the higher time frame, but then we're just gonna be choppier intraday for that kind of that market momentum, like what's it called, like New York market open momentum. Yeah, we're probably gonna come back down here. I will actually just I'm gonna actually okay, well, I mean, this trade craft's pretty much done, right? I'm still gonna keep recording this just to see how this trade fully finished down. I'll kind of show you all where I exit, but that's a nice reaction. Holy shit. But yeah, no, QQ and Spy aren't doing shit, by the way. Like, I'm telling you guys, relative strength is fucking king. Look at this shit. We're not doing shit on QQ and Spy. The future traders are fucking smolding, right? I even called out on the server, right? QQ and Spy, I'm expecting to be slow today. No news Monday. We're in our previous day's range. I'm calling out everything, right? But as options traders, right, when you're in the strategy slash system I have, that doesn't fucking matter. Because if you identify a name with relative strength on tech, then you will still print money, up or down, right? I like trading more up usually, just because like I don't know. I feel like longing in the market just makes more sense than shorting, right? Because I feel like I've made more money long term longing, but you make quicker money in a short term shorting, if that makes sense. But yeah, no. So I'm gonna actually go back and put that limit order for that $4, just because I can't see his holding market structure pretty well. That was a good reaction off that order block plus that key level, right? So guys, look how the key levels work perfectly, right? Look where he perfectly touched, and so like I'm telling you, once you guys learn, like once you guys know how to trade, it's just a infinite money glitch. The only hard part about trading at my point now is the scaling part, because its scaling is so scary. Like, it's just insane scaling. I don't know, like, I have so much respect for those traders that scale 20, 30, 40k position sizes, bro, because like I literally start shaking when I like my position size goes above 15k. I literally start shaking. So maybe I'm just too poor to like scale up, I guess. I want to see Hive Day here, right? I want to see Hive Day showing that momentum. You can spot at Hive Day now, by the way. So we are finally breaking Hive Day, and AMD already has strong price action. So I kind of want to show us this. I kind of just want to see it show a nice pop into my final TP here, right? And then I expect like a deeper pullback. Then I expect like AMD to kind of show some like selling back into these key levels, and then kind of like either consolidate and then kind of then push up or consolidate now, because now higher time frame we look really really good. So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. So QQQ and SPY, I'm still looking at what they're doing. I want to see us break above pre-market high QQQ, and SPY just also break above high of day. But yeah, trade looking really really good. Imagine I took that Nvidia trade, bro. That Nvidia trade went up over 100% easily. Holy shit, more than 100%. I'll have to look back at that, but yeah, no, 0 day cons. You guys can see, like, I'm not doing any fancy strategy or fancy bullshit. I'm just showing price action and key levels, and there's pro and cons to this strategy, right? Teaching wise, right? Teaching wise, that it takes a long time to learn because it's what works, right? And what works in the market is not easy. But the bad part is hard to teach it because people like simple. Oh, okay, hold up. My bad. I have to lock in at these big pops. I don't. I have to. I can't say no to free money, guys. So the contracts popped at 415 on the bid. So I'm gonna put a limit order now. Okay, nice. Yeah, no, this name's looking insane. AMD's looking fucking insane. Okay, I expect a pullback though. Like after we've hit this 215 area, I expect a pullback, right, into this area. So, but I'm gonna keep letting it ride, right? You can never tell when pullbacks can happen. Like I'm just expecting it, But like, you guys want to always trade using what you see, right? Until we break below a key level with bearish price action, I'm not stopping out of this trade at all. I'm gonna keep rinsing the markets for money because the markets are just an infinite money glitch, guys. Like I'm not even joking. How many contracts do I have left? 7. Okay. So I do want to see us kind of close above 250 level, just because like if we don't, then I kind of just expect us to come back down, and aggressively if we do. By the way, the good thing that we have coming into this trade, even though we're already up so much, is that QQ and SPY kind of breaking high of day now. So maybe that can keep pushing AMD up more and more and more. But yeah, these contracts are up 50% for the in the money, so pretty insane. Um, right, pretty insane, and yeah, no. Do 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 no 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 no. How long is this? How long have I been training for? It's 9:07, so 37 minutes. 38 minutes, okay. And also, I like to listen to music while I trade. So if there's no music, then I have to talk, because then my talking is my music. Tesla looks like shit. What the hell is this? Holy shit! I look like Tesla, bro. Imagine someone playing off this area, right? Like you want to know why Tesla is so shit, guys? Why it's low probability? Look at the higher time frame. Look at this shit. Shit looks like trash. Right? We're not above any of our levels. We're not above our previously high levels, so it looks trash, right? Whereas look at AMD. Okay, I'm managing this trade, but like if you guys look at AMD yourself, like we're above our key level, so we're bullish in the higher time frame. Like it's such simple shit that like you have to just get. So yeah, should I send the trade cap early here? Like I low-key don't want to just keep talking like this. I'm just being realistic. Like I don't know if people are gonna watch this. That's a problem. Like I make such good content and shit in my opinion, and then like no one will be watching it. Like I watch every YouTube video, and I'm telling you like my content or what I kind of talk about is like the the best of the best. Maybe I don't teach it the best of the best because I'm not like a teacher yet. Like you know, my tea became cold as hell. But yeah, no. Okay. If he rejects this 215, I expect it to come back down deeper now. So my stop loss now for this trade or for my trailer is going to be underneath this 214.12 level, right? I do now that we're kind of like showing weakness, this bearish price action. Do expect this to come back down on AMD, but I do kind of want to see this push up with QQ and SPY, but it's very unlikely. It's very, very unlikely now. No, 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 no. Trading is literally the best fucking job in the world. I can't even lie. Like actually the best job in the world. Like, you can just like you can stay home all day and just lock in and just grind. It's literally the best shit ever. Okay, I want to see price action here closing above 215 level, or else we're just gonna be choppy and just fucking like come have a deeper pullback. I don't want to see that for my trailers personally. But QQQ and SPY are looking so good, bro. I think we actually can break above 215 level just looking at QQ and SPY, right? Without looking at like this big move we already had on AMD, QQ and SPY are looking pretty good. I can't lie. Like let me show you guys on this monitor, right? We're kind of breaking, retesting this pre-market high level, so if we can't show bullish price action, this looks really, really good. But if not, then I do. If QQ and SPY do end up breaking down low, then I'm guaranteeing you AMD is coming down with it. Like there's no more relative strength, or there is relative strength, but like not as much to keep this name just keep making these like aggressive higher highs and higher lows. The only way I see AMD now closing above this 215 level, like right now in the next 5 minutes, if QQQ can show strong candle closure above this a high V level, and also SPY of course reclaim our pre-market high. Only way. And this is just based off like just look at the markets like so many times over and over again. That's just like the intuition I have, right? No 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 no. Yeah, I'm literally trying so hard on these trailers for some reason. Like I'm trying more hard analyzing the position for that trailers than I did for my actual like trade. Like absolutely insane. But I guess I'm just doing that just for the trade recapping because I'm talking, right? Or else when I'm like, if I'm not talking, I'm not thinking all this stuff. It's more like it's just like second nature. Apple's so choppy. Look at this. Holy shit. That is horrible price action. I feel bad for anyone trading that today. Like, I don't know why people make their life harder restricting their names to like restricting themselves to trade only like specific names, right? Life is so much easier when you just know, like, when you can just identify a name or else to strengthen and play that. But yeah, no, these AMD trailers, right? I do expect AMD actually like keep pushing up the rest of the day, but now we're kind of showing a pullback on the on in the first like hour of market open. Now I kind of do expect to see a bigger pullback. So I actually might stop on my trade here. I don't like holding these trailers a little bit too long, just because I don't like managing a trade. I don't like managing a trade the whole day. I like just I like exiting a trade, calling it a day, trade recap, done. But I have missed on like a bunch of I have missed on a bunch of bigger wins from those smaller contracts, right? Those contracts could have ended up running 200, 300, 400%, and also gapping up the next day because the majority of the names that on the higher time frame my trade are bullish on the higher time frame, so they have a higher chance of gapping up, right? As well. But yeah, I'm just yapping. Holy yap session. Okay. Well, I'm in this trade now just because I want to see QQ and SPY. If QQ and SPY can break above high of day now, then this trade then the AMD can actually look really, really good for that 215 like aggressive reclaim. If not, then like, dude, it's it's we're in for a very boring, slow downside move. I won't lie. Do no 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 no. But QQQ and SPY don't look bad for a technical like risk and reward right here. You could be risking right the strong price action calls right here. Anyone is candle right. If you want for candle close, you can do that as well. Stop loss simply below this right. TP the 612 level right. Very good risk reward. I'm looking at AMD because I want to see what my players are gonna do. Right, but the problem about QQQ is it's so volatile that it's not worth the trading these like like it looks really really good, right? But like for me personally, I don't like how volatile QQQ is. I like trading the tech names because the price action is just so much easier, in my opinion. Like that it just works for me. For some people, somehow they say QQQ and SPY is easier, but that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense, right? Like how is like the indices like the most volume in the like the thing that's getting traded the most thing the most volume like the most volatile thing. How is it easier to trade, right? Like that doesn't make sense. Okay, this is where I expect AMD to actually reverse. Why? Just because QQQ Inspire kind of showing that bullish price action now, and if you can close above high down QQ Inspire, then this can kind of also show a nice reversal on AMD, right? Protecting that higher high and higher low now. So now we've made that higher high. Now we're coming back and making that higher low and defending this area, right? It makes simple sense. Now if we break below, now I'm gonna stop my trailers now. So stop loss now will be simply just below this 250 213.53 level now, especially if we can close above this. Now it makes, if we can close above this now, then it'd be a good pivot area, right? But QQ Inspire looking um pretty good to the upside. So see, like I don't even trade the names, and I already can take good entries on other names. So when you know how to trade, guys, you can just you can find good entries easily. Like I'm not even joking. If I want to, I can literally make a profit, like buy a profit account right now, even though I have no clue how to like trade futures, like the micro mini. I have no clue what those are, right? I can literally still, I can literally pass a fund in probably within 2 tries, right? Just because I know what I'm doing. Like it's that simple, right? The only pro about QQQ is if you trade like the contracts move really nicely. So that move on QQQ itself would have been like a 30-40% move. So that's still a pro, right? AMD now holding that higher high, higher low. Also hold this trade now. Right now we're kind of defending it, and QQ's looking good, especially if QQQ and SPY can kind of show continuation above the high day level. Then I guess I'll just wait here now for them. Like I'm gonna be in this trade for like a good 45 minutes holding it. Like holy shit. I think what I'm gonna do now is if I'm gonna wait for this hive day, see if we can close above it, take trims above that hive day level, and then I'm gonna have my alerts set for this trade, and I'm gonna call it a day and call it off. I don't want to manage the trailers that crazy. I'm not gonna be on the screen for that long. I don't want to be on the screen for that long. I already made the money for the day, right? You guys are gonna see, right? How much am I up? Oh my god, yeah, no, that's insane. Yeah, no. If okay, if we close below here, I'm stopping at AMD, right? Then this trade looks like shit because QQ Inspire now above Hive Day, right? So then the relative strength is gonna die out. I'm looking kind of hoping for this to happen so I can just call it a day. I can't lie. Do no 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 no. Do no 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 no. Do 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 do. Oh my god, bro! I'm spending so much mental like capacity on these trailers. It's pissing me off, low key. Like, oh my god. I mean, I guess this guy, you have to endure this if you want that long term success. You know, I'm managing these last 7 contracts, by the way. Um, like a like my life depends on it. But I guess like the money difference is like a couple $100. I don't even know. Let me see. Well, I guess it depends where I sell. Boom, 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 boom. So honestly, hoping that we get stopped out here in AMD. I'm honestly hoping we get stopped out. Um, QQQ and SPY actually look pretty good. The reaction above this high level is very important. I'm looking for 1 second real quick, right? Because now we're above that level. Now you want to see a previously high hold, and now QQQ, I mean SPY, the reaction above our previously high. So see how I'm using QQ and SPY to kind of like base this trade. Okay, I'm getting out of the trailers. I'm out of the trailers. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I should technically wait for this candle closure here because we technically can wake back up and QQ can just push up. And I actually will wait. That's the thing. I actually will wait. Just because I actually have done this before and the trade reversed on me on my trailer. So I'll actually wait just because I actually can wait. Da-na-na-na-na. But yeah, no, AMD literally touched that 215 level, didn't show any strong price action. Now we're slowly grinding to the downside. You know, QQ Inspire bullish now. So that's what you kind of have to identify when you're trading these like momentum plays in the market open. Is that once the momentum dies, that you kind of want to get out of the trade. Or that's how I think, right? Some people like holding trailers and like can hold the trailers for like the rest of the day because if the trade can hold higher highs and higher lows and they consolidate, then they can also close really nice at the end of the day and also gap up potentially. And then your contracts can be up hundreds of percent. But for like I like being in and out of my positions very very quickly. So yeah, this trade right. I can actually stop out the position right now if I want to. Right, I can stop out. It's under my level. Right, QQ Inspire actually showing decent price action. Right. I'm still gonna wait. Honestly, I'm still gonna wait just because like we're still in this order block technically, right? And I can still like the contracts are so little amount that like I'll just wait. Honestly. I'll just wait just to see. Just because QQ Inspire at high of day now, breaking high of day. So like this is the area you want to kind of see AMD pick up. But like, bro, if we do come back up, it's a whole $2 move. I'm gonna have to hold and wait. So I don't know. I'm just gonna wait for QQ Spy, and if we can after we reclaim this 214.11, I'm gonna call it a day and manage this off the recording, right? I'm gonna manage it off the recording. Yeah, once we reclaim this 214.11, right? Because QQ Spy are breaking high day now, showing. See, guys, look, like the trade. Like I'm gonna delete. I just keep this. But now QQ Spy showing nice price action. I want to see AMD now kind of push. Tesla also showing a good setup right here. I cannot lie. Right, your stop loss now would simply be below this previously high level, and you can enter calls. Just you can be very aggressive just because you can Inspire also at high day and also pushing up, right? So you very simple setup is based off the market context, right? You know if you're wrong if you close below candle closure below that previously high level, right? Knowing that QQ and SPY are at high of day level and you wanted to kind of show that expansion to the upside because we're now above the key levels on QQ and SPY, right? So um this AMG trade, I'm just gonna stay in it. I've yapped a lot this session, but if you guys did kind of listen to all the yapping, I did drop a lot of information. Like literally so much information that people will pay thousands of dollars for this information, by the way. Literally thousands of dollars, right? No one else is teaching us relative strength and like all this, like how did you can spy to your advantage on tech. Like no one has talked about it, by the way. And I mean literally, I paid for every fucking server and every mentorship possible, by the way. Actually, not every single one because there's too many, but like, so yeah, once AMD reclaims its 214 level, I'm gonna call it a day. And end the recording. Right, I talked way too much now. Probably dropped way too much information than I should have. Right, like for free. Like this is the most information you'll probably ever get possible in the internet from options or trading related for free. Right, just from one trader cap. And then look at that. Tesla also showing nice price action. Right, you want to see a strong candle closure above pre-market high if you did enter. Right, your risk and reward very simple here. Stop loss below previously high level, right? Knowing that QQ Inspire above the expansion level, you want to see this kind of push aggressively. You want QQ now to hold its fair value gap, right? And same as SPY, hold that fair value gap and just push higher because we did consolidate so nicely, but we kind of did hold our key levels. So yeah, um, new. And then Tesla trade. This trade will fail if QQ and SPY fail. It's simple as that. The name has no relative strength. It's just follow QQ and SPY. Right, this name is breaking out its high day while QQ and SPY breaking out its high day. Does QQ and SPY get a pullback? Right, then I expect Tesla to also get a pullback. Right, but if QQ and SPY can like continue and push up, then this name will defend its key level. Okay, I'm out. I'm out of my AMD trailers here. I'm out of my AMD trailers. I'm not holding doing any nonsense now. Do. Out AMD. So good day today, right? Those trailers. Oh my god. Many of those trailers way too much, right? On Tesla, right? Of course it's 9:30, so it's kind of a late to trade, but this is where you want to see the price action hold. So you want to stop out yet. You want to wait for the price action candle to close to see if you're wrong or right, right? Or if the candle close, if it closes below, you're wrong. Literally just exit out the trade because if it does step and reclaim again and QQ spike can also show a bullish price action again, then it'll look really, really good. So yeah, no, I made my trailer so badly, to be honest. I should have stopped out once we closed above this 214 level, but like, um, I don't know. It is what it is, right? AMD can still actually kind of show a nice break and retest of this higher time frame and then continue up to the upside, but I'm good, bro. I'll literally take the loss for the $500. See this way you kind of want Tesla to hold now. Either buy show up here and reclaim or you stopped out, right? So you want to see QQ Inspire doing. Actually, I might take an entry on Tesla here. I'm not even joking, by the way. Hold up. If Tesla can close above previous high level, right? Can close above previous high level, strong price action. Then my stop loss is simply below its previously high level, right? My risk reward is literally insane. And especially QQ and SPY can also push up, then this is literally such a good risk reward trade. It doesn't even matter if I take a loss, right? The risk reward is so good on it. This trade is still holding this order block too, but you want to see us reclaim its previous high level, or else we're gonna be chop pay. No. Yeah, see how QQ Inspire now coming back below previous high level. So this is choppy price action now. So I would actually just call it a day. Call it a day on any of his names. Tesla's relative strength, right? So I mean, this entry, right, is just not A plus, right? It's more of a play just with QQ and SPY because we're still our hard time frame on Tesla is trash, right? It would look good for above a pre-market high and then making price action like this, but we're still below, so it's not as good, right? But Nvidia consolidating, AMD that sharper pullback now. We could not reclaim any level and just dumped. Disappointing, but I honestly do expect AMD to kind of hold these levels and then kind of like close bullish, unless QQ and SPY end up dumping deeper. If QQ and SPY end up somehow closing below, end up somehow closing below like down here and down here, then I expect AMD to actually come down also. But yeah, uh, exiting this out. Good trade today, right? Managed trailers, pretty shit. I won't lie. I don't really care. Um, Honestly, it's did it for the content at that point, just so I can keep talking. But yeah, no, very insane trade, right? You guys pretty much saw the entire trade, right? Um, but yeah, no. The funny thing is, AMD can still like bounce off this area and then kind of reclaim it. But bro, I'm good. I'm really good off that. I can't lie, right? The real good way to kind of manage your trailers at this point was kind of like have a smaller trailer position, right? Like I did, put stop loss, break even, or kind of a little bit in profit, and then literally have a limit order like around there, and then just close your screen, right? And have alerts for high day or where you kind of or where the stop loss would be. So the stop loss would probably be around here, right? So you would do this, and you would do this, and then you would just do whatever the fuck you want for the rest of the day, right? That's how I've managed my trails before. But managing trailers is something I've always kind of struggled with. But it's all something I'll always struggle with because it's all psychological, right? Because you never will know. Like, I don't even know, bro. You just have to like. I feel like trailers are really really easy when you have a shit ton. When you made like a shit ton of money on a trade. Like I only made I like anything below $10,000 to me is a small like win, right? Like so anything if my wins were like 20, 30, $40,000, and then I can maybe hold trailers way longer and stop loss, right? But if my trailers are kind of still holding a bit like still holding profit from the trade and can still kind of affect my P&L, then like cannot like just I cannot hold the trailers just physically. It hurts. See my trade. Okay, calling a day here. This went on way too long, but I guess it gives you guys raw content, right? Pretty much of what like really happens. Of course, it's not at like really raw. It's actually more raw than it should be because I'm talking, right? I don't talk when I trade. Um, I'm just thinking. The thinking thoughts are more kind of different than when you talk, right? Because when you talk, you try to be entertaining a little bit, so you kind of will yap around like some more bullshit. But yeah. So that's finished the trade for today, guys. There'll be a trade recap later on YouTube and other stuff like that. And if you guys have any questions, right, this will be posted in the Discord, so just type in the trading chat. Any questions, right? But yeah. Thank you guys for watching this trade recap. And peace.